Okay, so our goal for today is I will write an equation for a situation. Okay, so at your table there should be sticky notes. You each need 4. You need to write A, B, C, D on each of the sticky notes, okay? A on 1, B on 1, C on 1, and D on 1. Okay? All ready, sound. Okay, so here are the slap down rules. The first thing you're going to do is find the paper with the 4 questions on it. See the paper? Okay, we are going to be looking at each of those questions. So we're going to start with one question and you're going to think and solve the problem. And then when I say so, you're going to slap down the answer choice that is the best wrong answer. And what I mean by the best wrong answer is it's like the answer that might distract you. Can you have a wrong, best wrong answer? You can if it's the right answer. But you can't have a wrong answer. You know what I'm saying? No. You need to be able to justify why it's the wrong answer. Okay? And if you can justify why it's the wrong answer, then that can be the best wrong answer. Okay? Okay. We will discuss as a group what the best wrong answer is, and then we're going to slap down the correct answer, and we will discuss why that is the correct answer. Okay? Good? Understand? Okay. Please find the first problem with the table. It says review problem at the bottom. This is what we did yesterday. Okay? Alright, so you are starting with what's the best wrong answer. Okay? With what's the best wrong answer. You may write on the paper. Go ahead, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Okay, we're going to slap down our best wrong answer. And if you're still unsure, that's okay. We're going to talk it through as a class. Okay, 1, 2, 3, slap down. Okay, now talk to your table. Why is that the best wrong answer? Be ready to explain. Okay, best wrong answer. Explain. All right, let's talk as a class. I need some of your thinking. Okay, I need some of your thinking. What is our best wrong answer and why? Why are y'all all afraid? Okay, go ahead. What one's the best wrong answer?
No, never mind.
Come on! Give me the answer now. Come on, and then go ahead.
B.
B, why is that your best wrong answer?
Because the intercept of the x.
This?
Yes.
Okay. So this is my what?
Y-intercept.
Y-intercept, okay. Say more?
And on the big chart it says it's 0, but it says 3.5.
Okay. So this is a wrong answer because it's here? What makes it a wrong answer?
It's what I just explained.
Okay. Can somebody help him explain it some more?
It goes from negative 7.5 to 3.5, and you can just go down instead of
Okay, so he's saying it's going up instead of down, but this is going down. Okay, but that's going down, so we have to take into account that, right? Okay, I need somebody else to explain to me why it's wrong. I agree that it's a wrong answer, but why? I need everybody's attention. I know you're struggling through this, I can tell by your faces. But I don't want y'all to that mean that we check out, okay? Okay, this is part of algebra. We need to struggle through it together, right? Okay, so why is that not right? Jason, go ahead. Okay, it needs to have a negative slope, but B has a negative slope. Did anybody find the slope? Okay. What was the slope?
I got negative 3.
Did anybody else get negative 3 as the slope? Okay. How did we get negative 3 as the slope?
Ooh.
Okay, what'd you do? Go ahead.
I did, okay, so you have to add 4 to negative 7.5 to get to negative 3.5.
Okay, so plus 4.
And you have to subtract 12 to get to 0.
Okay.
And then I put negative 12 over 4, and I divided negative 12 over 4, and I got it.
Okay, and by dividing negative 12 over 4, what is he dividing? Right over 1 or right or what? Change in y over change in x. Okay. Okay, so we agree that -3 is the slope, yes? Okay, so we could get rid of this one because of that -3. We're gonna come back to that -3.5. Okay, because now that we know that -3 is the slope, what other answer choices could we say are the worst answer choices? Go ahead.
G.
What? D? D? What else? C. And C, you could see might be one they picked. So now we only have one choice. So we need to figure out why the heck is the y-intercept -10.5 and not -3.5, okay? So I want you to talk with your table that, because we've already narrowed it down to the answer, so there's no choice of slapping down the answer. The point is to have a conversation. Why? Why is it this and not that? Okay, talk with your table. Okay. All right, so we're answering why is it -10.5 and not -3.5 for my y-intercept? We know A is the correct answer. Okay, go ahead.
Because if it's the y-intercept, the x is supposed to equal 0.
Okay, so it's definitely not this because this is where y equals 0. What is this, guys? Right, but what is this? If it's not the y-intercept, what is it? This is the x-intercept. I'm looking for when x is 0, what is y? When x is 0, what is y? Okay? Okay. Okay, so they're saying that's going to be -10.5. That's -10.5. So now how can I actually find that? Yeah, you can plug it in, but I want us to be more specific. How are we going to plug it in? Jamie, go ahead.
So if you don't have your y-intercept and if you take 12 and put it into your your y spot and then -7.5, then it's your x spot and then you multiply -3.
Okay. I'm going to put this back in the words. Okay. So then we get -10.5. Okay, so let me explain what she said. Okay, so she said we're going to take, we know -3 is my slope, yes? Y'all told me that. Okay, most of us thought we're able to get slope. Okay, so now since we don't know my b, I'm going to place my b there. And then where did -7.5 and 12 come from? From my table. They're my x and my y values. So now I've gone and I've plugged in an x value, I've plugged in a y value, and now I'm solving an equation, right? She multiplied these, got 22.5. I subtract 22.5 from both sides, and I get -10.5. Okay? -10.5. Yes?
Why don't you divide like you normally do in word operations?
Where would you have wanted to divide so I understand what you're saying?
Like when you have 22.5 and 12, you divide 12 by 22.5.
Why would you divide? Like, what is that undoing? What is division undoing in an equation? Multiplication. Is there any multiplying going on right here in this step?
No.
There's addition. So what are we undoing by subtracting 22.5? The addition. Okay, so it's all about doing the inverse operation, okay? So think about the operations that are there. Okay, so somebody in my other class, I loved this explanation because I think it helped a lot of people. They said, well, I just used -3.5, and I did -3 times -3.5, and that got me +10.5, but I know I needed 0. So I just needed to add -10.5 to get to 0. And that made more sense to a lot of people. And I was like, oh yeah, that's great. So it's the same process, but they were able to do that more in their head. Go ahead.
Just do it like adding -3 and -0.5 since it's -1.
Wait. Say what you said again.
You could just do you just add -3 to -7.5 since it's -1, and that brings you to 0. Over -10.
Yes, like follow the pattern in your table and get to 0. Yes. So she used the pattern in her table. That's perfectly acceptable too. You can do that too. Okay? Okay? Yes? Okay. We're going to go to a new type of problem. We're going to go to word problems. Okay? So I want you to read the problem And I want you to determine what's the best wrong answer, and I think we get the process now. To determine the best wrong answer, you kind of need to know the correct answer. For most of us, at least, okay? Okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes.
I have my own stuff.
Okay, we're slapping down. What's the best wrong answer? 1, 2, 3, slap down. Best wrong answer. Now talk to your table. Why is that the best wrong answer? Share at the table. I'm giving you 30 seconds. Okay, Ashton is super excited, so he's gonna share. What do you think the best wrong answer is in one?
C.
C is the best wrong answer. Why?
Because it's subtracted
And how do you know it gets to subtract?
because it says the things of I shall is decreasing at an average rate of 0.6.
Okay? Do y'all agree
Yes.
that this should not be adding, it should be subtracting?
Yes.
Okay? Okay, do we have another best wrong answer, Paul?
B,
B, why?
because in that it is decreasing and there's no addition until within the parentheses.
Okay?
And the X plus 450, so I can see why somebody would get this.
Okay, so y'all agree that it is a negative, so it's decreasing, but then we have this adding 450 to the X. Okay, that's kind of strange. Did you think that through? Why can we not add 450 to the X?
Because it's not, because X, yep,
Say that.
What's you have to multiply by the 0.06.
Yeah, if I multiply this by the 0.06, right? Yeah, what does the y-intercept need to be? What do you think the y-intercept needs to be?
450.
Okay, so would my y-intercept after I multiply this be 450 anymore? No. Okay, so that's another best wrong answer. Okay, we have another one. Go ahead.
No, I want to do number 2.
Oh, you want to do what the correct answer is? Okay, let's see what Miss Freeland said the best wrong answer was. She said maybe D because it has two, like it's completely wrong. It has a positive slope when it should be negative, and it will have the wrong y-intercept when multiplied. Okay? But again, you can't have a wrong, like it's the same thing y'all explained, right? But it can't be a wrong answer. Okay, now you're slapping down the correct one. You don't want to explain? Goodness. Eating, eating, money, mo, catches.
No, it's me, it's DJ.
Pick a number 1 through 10.
37.
You got it.
Okay,
Say it.
I said it was A because it starts off with 450 and it starts off with 450 and it's decreasing 0.06 per day, which is like that. Well, it's the slope and then it's A.
Okay, so what are some keywords that can tell me, because we need to make sure we get this. What are some keywords that tell me that 450 is my y-intercept? Ashton.
An average rate per day.
No, 450. The 450.
450. Oh, first discovered.
Oh my gosh, okay. It was when it was first discovered. So that was my beginning of guess. Okay, so then what is the key that tells me that negative 0.06 is my slope? And go ahead. Per day. Right? And it told me right here, x equals days, right? So that means that if it's per day, that I have negative 0.06 x, yes? Okay. We're going, let's see what Miss Freeland said. Miss Freeland also said A, so we're good. Okay. Okay, going to the next problem. We're looking for the best incorrect answer, the best wrong answer. Okay, slapping down the best wrong answer. 1, 2, 3, slap down. Okay, I need to know what is the best wrong answer and why. I love y'all's participation today, but I would love to see somebody else take a risk and participate today.
No, that was DJ holding his hand up earlier. I'm Jamarian now.
I know. Ridiculous. My goodness. What do y'all all call him?
DJ.
So why don't you let me call you DJ?
Because you never asked.
You never told me. Okay, I'm calling you DJ from now on. That's easier. Okay. Too bad. Sorry.
I see.
Why is C the best wrong answer?
Because it says net from the negative.
Uh-huh.
And that shows addition plus the 1/4 separate.
The 1/4 should be separate, okay. Why do you think the 1/4 should be, y'all agree that it should be subtracting?
Yes.
Okay, because we're spending 2070, and why do you think, because I think this is confusing, why do you think the 1/4 should be separate from the 2070? Why should it be separate? Okay, why do you think it's gonna be separate, Judy?
Because the 2070 is the y-intercept, and then the 1/4 is the rate of change or slope.
Okay, but what does it want 1/4 of? Okay, so we're gonna come back to this, because I wanna make sure that we're understanding this, because this is a difficult one, okay? This is a hard one to think through. Okay, Ashton, go ahead. I agree, though, that is not a right answer. Okay. Okay, A, you say A is the best wrong answer, why?
Because also, like, see, it's adding
It's adding, we need to subtract, okay?
and, yeah.
Anything else, that's it? Okay, so we're still unsure about if the 4th needs to be separate or if it needs to be separate. You think it needs to be separate? Okay, okay. Okay, let's talk about, any others? Any other choices? Okay, I want you to slap down the correct answer. Top of your table, why is that the correct answer? One, okay, I need somebody who has the correct answer, and why is it the correct answer? Paul, go ahead.
B,
Okay, why is it B?
because the 2070 is the amount spent on the salaries, and then minus the minus the X divided by 4.
Okay, but what is this telling me? What does the X represent? Why am I subtracting X?
X is the
It says X is the budget, the dollars, so I'm gonna take the budget away from the 2070 that I spent. I wanna know if that makes sense. Okay, I wanna know if that makes sense. Please, go ahead.
So, it should be D, because
Oh,
you're asking for the remaining,
Okay,
so we don't know the budget, so that's X.
okay, X is my budget, okay?
And then 2070 is taken from X.
Do y'all all agree that I need to take 2070 out of my budget?
Yes,
That makes sense, yes? Okay,
yes, ma'am.
okay?
And the remaining is divided by 4.
The remaining, so is the remaining X,
No.
or is it everything?
Everything,
So do I need to divide all of it by 4, or just one piece of it by 4?
all of it.
All of it. Do you see the difference?
Yes, yes, yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
If you say it this out loud, all the things y'all were telling me, if 2070 is how much I spent out of my budget, I have to subtract it from my budget. Y'all were telling me all of that. So we just have to make sure what we put down makes sense, okay? So D is my answer, okay? Okay, we're not gonna do the last question, so I need you to take that and put that in your folder.
good job.
Okay, we're not sure.